Okay, hello my students. Let's get back to my video. Now this one is a Vedanta Axel. This class 10. So in the previous classes we did up to number 8. Now today number 9. So number 9, a little bit of word problems involved there, but nothing to be worried about. Just word problems. It's just we already know how to operate the quadratic equations. Just that thing is given in the words, nothing more than that. Now see number 9, what we have been asked. Let's see. So page number 167, 286 and B number 9. So see what the questions is saying while solving the equations. So the equation is x plus 2 x minus 3 is equals to 6. Yes. So while solving that equation, Mr. Prabesh, a student of class 10, solve it as either x plus 2 is equals to 6, either x plus 2 is equals to 6, x plus 2 is equals to 6. When you move to the other side, it will get subtracted. The value of x he got is 4, and again, or x minus 3 equals to 6, x equals to, which means x equals to 9. So he got two values for x, that is 4 and 9. So number I questions. So while Prabesh is doing in this way, so he is directly equating x plus 2 is equals to 6 and x minus 3 is equals to 6. While doing that, he get x equals to 4 and x equals to 9. He got two values, that is x equals to 4 and another x equals to 9. And in the first I questions, is there error in his reasoning? So the question is that, is there any error for the value x, 4 and 9? The way he did it, is there any error? So if you think there is error, so when you equate, when you do either or, the right hand must be 0. Okay, when you equate with either or, the right hand must be 0. So even though when you replace, so given equation is this, minus 3 is equals to 6. So he got two values for that, x equals to 4 and x equals to 9. Now check whether the value the value this problem he solved for the x, is that the solution he got there for x equals to 4 and 9, is that true or not? Let's see. For x equals to 4, let's try number. So 4 plus 2 and 4 minus 3. Let's see. 4 plus 2, 6. 4 minus 3, 1. 6 equals to 6. Okay, it is valid for x equals to 4. Now again check for x equals to 9. Let's see. 9 plus 2, and another will be x minus 3, 6. Or 9 plus 2, that is 11. 9 minus 3, that is 6. So this becomes 66. Now there is error here. 66 never equals to 6. There is error. You just got to know that. Okay. Now, yes, there is an error in his reasoning. For x equals to 4, it is valid, but not for the x equals to 9. Okay. So it does not satisfy. So the way it is done by this process, it is completely wrong. So in the first I number, is there any error in his reasoning? Of course, yes. So there is only one values for x equals to 4, that satisfies the given equation, but for another value it does not satisfy the equation. So there is a error in his reasoning. So while doing this, So while doing this, I have already mentioned you earlier, while doing either or, you also have done in a class 8, class 9 as well, while doing factorizing, while doing either or, you must the right hand side, okay, while doing the right hand side must be equate with the 0. So in this case he's not equating with the 0, he's just equating with the number. In this case you cannot just equate with the number with either or, okay. So number I, we'll just write, we have already checked the answer, so we'll just write yes, the answer is there is an error in his reasoning. Yes, there is error in his reasoning. So why, when, how. So we have already done that with the we have already done the experiment, so we're not going into that. So yes, there is an error in his reasoning. There is nothing asked more than that. So we are just only giving the answers. Yes, there is error in his reasoning. What is the correct way of solving this equation? Now, number 2. Wait. The correct way of solving this equation. This equation is, now look, so we have given equation, x plus 2 x minus 3 equals to 6. So first let's multiply this. So x times x, it becomes x squared minus 3x plus 2x, which is 6, is equals to 6. Okay. So minus 3x plus 2x, it becomes minus x minus 6 equals to 0. Or x squared minus x, this becomes 12 equals to 0. Now you factorize this. So I'm just doing directly. So 12, the factors of 12, that difference must be 1. So 3 for the 12, 4 minus 3. So I'm doing directly, okay. So if you don't know how to do directly, you just do without skipping these steps. I'm just skipping here these steps. You might get a little bit more confused. So not to get confused, okay. My idea is, okay, now let's take common. X minus 4 plus 3, here common, x minus 3 for the 12. So we have x minus 4, and remaining inside is x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, now only look at the right hand side. Look at the RHS, the right hand side. Now it is 0. So if there is any number besides 0, then you cannot do either. So if there is 0, then only you can do either. Now either x minus 4 equals to 0, or x equals to 4, or x plus 3 equals to 0, or x equals to minus 3. Therefore, x equals to 4, and our number is minus 3. Okay, so now, if you want to check this, now you can also check. Now checking. So for x equals to 4. Let's check. 4 plus 2. Just substitute the value of x by 4. 4 minus 3. equals to 6, 6 into 1 equals to 6. Which is true, satisfied as. And for x equals to minus 3 also. Substitute the value of x by minus 3. And also minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 multiply minus 6 equals to minus 1 plus becomes plus 6, which is also. So for the both values of 4 and minus 3 in this way, while doing this way, the value we obtained x equals to 4 and minus 3, when we substitute the value of x in this equations, it gets satisfied, which is true. And for the next value minus 3 also, it also gets satisfied, which is true. So the correct way of doing this, solving this quadratic equation is this way. So other than 0 on the RHS, you cannot do either, just to make it clear that. So this much for today. I'll be coming with similarly like this video in the upcoming videos, upcoming next episode. Yes, maybe episode. Okay, until then, good night.